A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this session, I would be basically answering a question because a lot of people have written to me and they've asked me or they have expressed their anger towards some people who have hurt them a lot. They have hurt them so much. Like some of the people have written things which are beyond imagination. Some things are very cruel in nature. And some of the things people have experienced, at the hands of those people who they loved or trusted or thought that, these people are someone, these people, one person or more than one, a specific person. They are somebody with whom they have a soul connection with or they have a deep bond with. But unfortunately, the other person does not think like that. So they hurt you, maybe you, or I'm talking to the people who are going through this situation. If you don't resonate with this channeling, then you can opt out and you can listen to something else. And this is a collective message, so it's for people who are going to benefit from it, obviously. Now, people who have hurt you, their question is that how do I forgive such person? It is so difficult to forgive someone who has broken my trust, who has betrayed me. And I have done so much for this person. I did so much for this person and they turned out to be so greedy. Some of them did things for money. So they are money minded, they are materialistic. And it's like they were doing things for this person only one-sided. Like it was one-sided everything, You're giving. And as we say, love is a one-way traffic. You only give. And that is for love. Okay, not for anything else. So, how do I forgive such a person to whom I have given my loyalty, given my trust, given my love, attention, affection? If they needed anything, I was being a provider. If they needed any emotional support, then I was a nurturer. Like despite all the goodness I have reflected on my part, the things that I projected, what do they give me in return? And now forgiveness is coming in the picture. Like, please forgive them, let them go. If you want to be happy, if you want to be at peace, so how should you forgive such a person that you cannot forgive? First of all, when someone is doing something bad to you or they are showing a side to you which you were not expecting, or a side, because everybody's nature is pretty much, you can always intuitively sense it. If you cannot intuitively sense it, then it's a different thing. But how people are, we always know. Little bit we always know that this person's nature is like this or that. We know. And before the trust is broken completely, in many cases, it is a gradual process. You can see a change in their behavior or you start noticing things. There are red flags. Or maybe you attracted them in your life at that point in time where you were not in your prime energies or your full energies, your full potential. Or even if we don't talk about the full potential, because lots of people are through inner work, into inner work. It's not like everybody is perfect. But you were in those energies where you were not clear about many things. So you attracted a similar type of person who was also not clear with many things. Maybe you attracted somebody when you are codependent. Now, if you tell me, no, I'm absolutely perfect and I'm flawless and still I attracted these people, then it's a different thing. Because for those people, I have a different session altogether. Because if you are absolutely right, if you have not done anything wrong, if you were flawless in your behavior and still something has happened with you, there is also a reason for that. Because these things we can discuss in a personal session better. Because this is a collective reading and we try to pick up those situations or those energies that are most prominent. So basically, it's so hard to forgive them, right? So hard to let it go. So hard to be like, okay, fine, you're human, you did this to me. So we are not saying that forgiveness means that you have to tolerate their bad behavior. We are not even saying that forgiveness means that you need to be around them, you need to hang out with them. We are not saying any of that. Forgiveness is simply given to people, number one, so that you have your peace of mind, so that you don't have to think about them again and again. You don't have to think about them again and again. Every time you think about the bad things they've done to you, every time you feel bitter about them, just don't entertain that thought anymore. Okay? And yes, it's a fact. Humans are not perfect. Most humans are not. Especially those who have not done any inner work. They don't have any concept of going within. They are dependent on other people. They are narcissistic, or they are doing all those things that, they are too attached to their own biological offsprings or their own somebody. Due to that attachment, they are willing to hurt other people just to protect them, the ones they love, the ones they are attached with. They want to protect them. They want to side up with them. They want to be in their team. They want to remain with them. They want to fit in with them. So they don't want to let it go. They don't want to let them go. But they will be okay if you are hurt. And then there are some who want to remain with their attachments or with their own connections, the personal connections. And then at the same time, they want you also. They don't want to let go any. But then one person's self-respect has to be compromised. And that becomes the person who is an outsider. Obviously, because they are like, yeah, this person is an outsider and the others are my people. Or as I said, the situation can be different. It can be individual to individual. Maybe the family is not at all involved. It could be anything else, any other reason. But there is no point holding on to anybody's thoughts, giving space to anyone in your head, in your heart, in your energy body, who you feel is conflicting with you. Maybe there will be a better time, because when you're angry with someone, when you're upset with someone, at that point in time, you don't want to see their face, you don't want to talk to them, you don't want to do anything with them. And usually this happens when someone has done a lot for another person, a lot. And they kept tolerating their bad behavior, they kept accepting their absence, like they notice a lot of times that this person is not happy for my success, or they don't stand by me when, they should. But I'm always there for them. I am helping them in all possible ways that I can, but they are not. Okay? So, for a long time you tolerate that. For a long time you go through that. You witness that. And there comes a point when you can't do it anymore. You can't. You just cannot do it anymore, because you feel that the more goodness I'm showing to this person, the more this person thinks that I cannot exist without them, that I depend on them, that I cannot live without them, I cannot make my decisions without them. So that's where that frustration, that anger comes in. Now you can even stop talking to those people. You have to create some boundaries. But if you continue to talk to those people, then you have to limit your conversations. You have to gift other people, those people especially who do not appreciate your presence, you have to give them the gift of your absence, because they don't appreciate your presence at all. So why do you have to, go to the same people? So a lot of people think, I feel this very strongly, that a lot of people think that forgiveness is some kind of valuable gift, or forgiveness is something that they don't want to give to someone. Like, I don't want to forgive someone, I don't want to give it to that person, because they feel like if I hold on to that anger, if I hold on to that emotion, and maybe after forgiveness things change, maybe I forgive them and they change into a new person altogether. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to, get into that zone. Usually when you forgive someone, first thing will be that you will feel very happy and nice. You will feel very relaxed and relieved. Secondly, you will be able to go on in your life without talking to those people very easily. You will not need them at all. You'll be like, okay, fine, they can do whatever they want to do, but I don't want to be with them. But I forgive them because I understand that, whatever they did to me, they did this to me because of XYZ reason. And that reason has to be human enough for them to relate with it. Like if they are betraying you for their family, not your family, for their family, for example, then at least they are doing it for someone. You have to think it like that. Maybe they care about their family more and you don't like that. You don't like the fact that someone is not putting you on the pedestal or on priority list, but their own people or their own family members. Then you have to admit that you made a wrong choice. you chose a wrong person. So how do you forgive someone? You have to look at all the points. Number one point, you made a mistake in judgment. You did not understand a person. You thought that they are nice, but they were not nice. You thought that they are understanding, affectionate, loving, caring, and they will be there in your life. So you also took some steps. So initially, whatever they projected to you, a lot of times we hang out with people when we see them in pain. We look at a person, they tell us a story that I'm sad, I'm upset, I've gone through this, I've gotten betrayed, blah, blah, blah. And maybe another very strong gush of emotion is telling me that it could be possible that when people come to you, they tell you bad things about others. Okay, like my mother is a bad person, my father is a bad person, my husband is a bad person, my boyfriend is a bad person, my girlfriend is a bad person, I don't get along with them, they did this to me, I am very hurt, I am very sad, I have nowhere to go to, I am all by myself. You hear all those stories from them. You develop some kind of bond over that, and you want to take care of this person. And you also develop some kind of an anger and some kind of a negativity towards the people that they have spoken about to you. That this person is bad, that person is bad, XYZ is bad. And in many cases, it could also be possible that you know that person beforehand, or you have met that person during your conversations or your friendship or your relationship, and you always had this bad image about this person, a bad thought about this person, these people are all evil. But when you also go through some bad experiences by the same person, then you learn one more lesson, that someone who is not loyal to their own people, to their own family members, to their own wife, to their own children, whosoever is there, how can they be loyal to me? Okay, maybe the family members are very bad, for example. Okay, maybe they are very bad. Maybe the husband is very bad. But when someone has gone through so much pain and suffering via other people, do you think they will give the same to others? Do you think they can? So there has to be some amount of falsehood, or there has to be some amount of selfishness, or there has to be some amount of becoming or pretending to be a victim. Maybe these people who you are taking care of, who you are in love with, or who you are in friendship with, or who you are working with, when they contacted you, when they met you, they acted like a victim. Sometimes people just act like a victim of life, victim of situations, victim of society. And in reality, they are not victims. But they like to pretend to be victims so that they can get hold of good people, sensitive people, emotional people. Because they know that an emotional person, an emotional man and woman is going to listen to me, is going to take care of me, is going to be there by my side. But somebody else will not be. And they are also in codependent energies. And as long as you are good to them, as long as you keep doing things for them, this is the biggest narcissistic trait on this planet to spot. As long as you do good things for them, you are fine. The day you have a problem, the day you need something, the day you are not feeling great, or the day you ask them to do something for you, like you have been doing 100 things for them, and one fine day you go to them and you ask them for a small thing. Maybe you are careful of everything, their timing, their schedule, they should not get disturbed, but you really feel you can get one work or one chore or one favor from them, and they tell you no. And they'll tell you things like, I don't have time for this, or I cannot do this, or I'm very busy, or something like that, something which is really like shocking to you, because you may have gone out of your way for that person. So my dear friends, forgiveness does not mean that you'll become like pals again, you'll go and hug that person and you have to on their face tell them that yes, I forgive you. No. Forgiveness is also an inner thing, just like everything else that we are talking about. You have to go within to forgive other people. And you have to forgive other people for your own peace of mind, for your own relaxation, so that you understand very clearly what you got yourself into and what you have to do about it, and now where you want to be. You don't want to be around such energies whose only job is to suck out energies from other people and then act like they have nothing, act like they're a victim. And you also don't have to keep going back to them. Forgiveness means, okay, I understand this is what your nature is, this is who you are. It was wrong on my part to even expect things from you. And maybe I was also hanging out with you because I was looking for some time pass. I wanted to feel better. I thought it's not possible that they are always in the same energies like you. So you could think, like that's why I said, I thought you could, at that point in time, you thought about this and you were like, this is a good person. It takes time to know people, and this is another lesson that the masters, ascended masters, want all of us to learn through this channeling, is that you can't know a person in a second. You could probably do that when your inner work is very strong, your intuition is very strong. When your inner work becomes strong, even people from the past who were not nice to you will come back to you, sometimes apologize, sometimes want to hang out with you. It's totally up to you. It's your call what you want to do at that point in time, because everything is based on context and situation, right? So you can't figure out people that soon. You need to know people. You got to know people. When you know people in and out, then you should form commitments with them. This is what I'm being shown and given and told, and I myself have been practicing this for a long time now, and as long as I think this works the best. You meet someone, instantly you should not, start hanging out with them. Instantly you should not just like totally gel with them, or instantly you should not be like doing things with them or making commitments to them. You should take your time to know people. And if people are meant to be in your life, you'll keep meeting them through some source or the other. Even if you meet someone randomly, like on Instagram, people DM you. They say hi. By chance, you're in a good mood. You look at the random DM and you say, okay, fine, hi. And then they go like, start asking questions. So what's up? Where are you from? What do you do? And you're like, oh my God, this is too much now. I just said hi because I was like, okay, hi, whatever. And then they ask all these questions and you don't reply. You just go silent, for example. Then after 15 minutes or half an hour or by evening, you'll get one more hi from that person. So there are some people, their job is to keep writing hi, who's there, or what's up, care for a chat. These are all random people, okay, on the internet. Same things happen in physical reality also. We meet people randomly. Most people we have met in our life, we always should think about this, that we always met them somewhere or the other. We were traveling, we met someone, became friends. We were hanging out in the market, we met someone there, we became friends. We were going somewhere, maybe at work, we met someone, we became friends. And friendship continues because of our meetings and coming and going. So many people enter into relationships after one night stands, or they go for some kind of a party place or something. They meet someone at a house party. So you always meet people for the first time. For the first time, it is always the first time. Then later on, you develop a bond with them. But ascensioners ideally should not do that. You should give people chance. You should give people time. You should get to know them. And after knowing them for a good period of time, you should form a perception about them. Okay, that this is who they are. And this is what I should expect from them or not expect from them. And that's it. And say you get hurt, then also you should take it as a lesson. So why should we forgive people? Because we need to learn lessons. And a lot of people show us lessons which are pertaining to human behavior. That certain people are covert narcissists. Certain people are grandiose type of narcissist. Certain people are very selfish. Certain people are very nice. Certain people are very kind-hearted. Certain people are not kind-hearted. Some people love animals. Some people love birds. Some people love human beings. Some people are taking care of, some people love TV shows. Some people love web series. Different people. Somebody is a painter. Somebody is a writer. Somebody is an actor. Somebody is a business person. We are just here to have a human experience on planet Earth. We are not here to literally attach ourselves with everyone we meet. Okay? So that's the channeling that I'm talking about. That forgiveness does not mean you have to tolerate bad behavior. It simply means that you can take a break from people when you are not into them, when you don't like to interact with them. And otherwise, if you don't want to continue with them, you can just move on. You can just do your things thinking that, yes, I met some kind of a person who was like this and they had these traits and they had these characters, and I don't think that I want to continue getting to know them. For your personal situations, you can check out the description box. It has all the details and all the important links that you would be needing. If you want to book a personal session like a reading or a therapy which is customized, then you can check out the information which is given over there and use the PayPal link to book it. And then please do write to me at the sunamoon@gmail.com. The reason is that PayPal does not give us all the information. We don't get the direct contact information or the email. So you need to write to me mentioning that I have booked so and so session with you. I already have the notification. I just need to talk to those people directly, and after that, we take it further from there. You can also join the Patreon membership, and at the end of every month you get one Zoom class, and that's a group class with all the people who have opted for it. It is an optional thing, but why won't you take it if it's been given to you as a bonus? And most importantly, those questions will be answered that are like the top questions or the best questions that can help most people in the community. We also have the link of my book In the Name of Love, which is based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. This was, although a channel story, but I was presented a reality, a manifested reality to back up whatever was happening. And I've had the most mystical experience during the writing of this book. And I feel that it's a very high vibrational book that is specially and only meant for people on ascension. So I will see you soon in another one, and keep doing your inner work because ascension is a lifestyle. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.